Ever feel like you're drowning in career advice?
Yeah, like who hasn't, right?
It's everywhere you turn. 5 ticks for this or 10 steps for that.
Totally.
Yeah,
And they all start to sound the same after a while.
exactly. So today, we're ditching the surface level stuff and doing a deep dive on something that impacts every aspect of your career.
We're talking motivation, baby, or how to actually get yourself to do the
Yeah,
things,
you need to do.
yeah, to reach those big career goals.
And we're not just throwing out those like catchy tip lists you've heard a million times.
Right. We're going to break down those 5 tips, but we're going deeper
We're going to look at the why and the how behind what actually makes a difference.
because follow your passion sounds great on a motivational poster,
It really does, but
but it's not a roadmap, is it?
not at all. So where do we even begin? I mean, I've even caught myself procrastinating on a big project this week, and I like to think I know a thing or two about this stuff.
You know, it's so easy to get overwhelmed, though,
Hmm.
especially when you're facing a massive goal. Our brains are wired for novelty.
Okay, so how do we work with that?
You got to break it down.
Break it down.
Yeah, into smaller, more manageable chunks.
Hmm.
Think of it like a video game,
Yeah.
right? Each level you clear, each milestone you hit, releases a little hit of dopamine,
Oh, that feels good.
right? It's that reward chemical that keeps you coming back for more.
That totally explains why I get so much satisfaction from checking things off my to-do list.
There you go. And that, my friend, is the power of celebrating achievements.
So we're talking about like throwing a party every time I send an email.
Not necessarily, but you don't have to wait for the huge wins to celebrate, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's about consciously acknowledging your progress, no matter how small.
Okay, I can get behind that.
Jot it down, maybe grab your favorite coffee.
Call a friend.
Sure, share it with someone. These little rituals, they create positive reinforcement.
Hmm.
It's like training your brain to enjoy the journey, you know?
I love that. But what happens when you're not even sure what your passion even is? That's always been a tough one for me.
It's a common one, for sure. The whole find your passion thing, it can be so overwhelming, so big.
Eh.
Like, where do you even start to look, right?
Exactly.
Well, what if I told you that passion often emerges from mastery and challenge?
Wait, are you saying passion isn't something you find, it's something you develop?
Sometimes, yeah. I mean, think about it. You probably didn't just pick up a guitar and shred like
Like Hendrix.
exactly.
Yeah.
But as you learned, as you practiced, as you hit those milestones, did the enjoyment deepen?
It totally did. It's like the more I learned, the more I wanted to learn.
And that sense of accomplishment, that's fertile ground for passion to grow.
This is blowing my mind. So it's less about waiting for that lightning bolt of inspiration and more about like actively exploring and challenging ourselves.
100%.
Yeah.
And this is where having a mentor can be so, so valuable.
Someone who's been there, done that.
Yes, someone to guide you, to offer advice, to help you see those blind spots. And don't be afraid to seek out diverse perspectives, too.
So not just someone who's done the exact same thing you want to do.
Right. Someone outside your field might have surprisingly relevant advice. They might help you connect the dots in a whole new way.
It's like having an outside perspective, right? Like someone to give you that fresh set of eyes on things.
Precisely.
So to everyone listening, who inspires you? Whose career path gets you fired up?
That right there, that's a potential mentor. Reach out to them.
Love that.
And, you know, while we've been focusing on careers today, these principles, they apply to every area of life. Imagine setting clear goals for your health.
Or celebrating small wins in your relationships.
Yes. Or seeking continuous growth in your hobbies.
That's something I'm going to be thinking about long after this is over.
Me too.
It's been amazing diving deep with you today.
Always a pleasure.
And to our listeners, as always, keep those brains engaged. We'll catch you next time for another deep dive.